Listen up, Rangers! Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name is Steve, and today in this Unimportant review, we have here the S.H. Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Heroes? Superheroes? Piccolo from the new movie. Main reason I got this is it's Piccolo, my favorite Dragon Ball character. And actually, I just recently got off of most every other S.H. Figuarts Dragon Ball figure I had. With Bandai liking us to send us the Dragon Ball stars. And I'll be honest, it's just been with collecting and the baby. There's just too much to collect right now. So I kind of had to cut ties with some things. And I really like my Dragon Ball Gal figures. So Figuarts kind of got the cut there. I ended up keeping all the female characters. And then Piccolo and then Cooler, who's my favorite of the villains. So they make Orange Piccolo, which I already know they show teasers of. I'll probably grab him as well. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it for a lot of the Figuarts stuff. But I wanted to show this guy off in his Unimportant review, which if you guys didn't know, for Unimportant reviews, they are unedited videos that go up on our Patreon in advance. So if you guys like to keep up to date with every video, make sure to go check that out. $1 gets you into the video, and then we also have a Discord at $3, and then more tiers. Planning on also updating that here in the near future. Also, if you guys like to pick up Piccolo for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel. Get your guys, hopefully, a sweet collectible, but you'll know at the end of the video. It's already kind of convenient that I already had the pointing fingers onto Piccolo. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for that. So, getting into the actual figure, see, I don't have his box, because I already kind of pitched it. We did the unboxing. I got him posed in special beam cannon. I even had a lightning collection effects piece on his finger, so it'll be kind of made it look like he's charging up. Granted, it's kind of big for his head, unless I 3D print something, it does the trick for now. But one thing I want to show you guys right off the rip is in comparison to an older Piccolo release, because I ended up keeping, I think this is an original release Piccolo, if I'm not mistaken. Also, his leg is totally not there. He's a little bit on the loose side. Then his cape's a little discolored. Kind of probably got to take some magic eraser to this thing. But you can kind of see the arm popping off. Guess that wasn't in there that well. But the general color difference between nowadays Piccolo and the original, which is the body is more akin to what we saw with the Gohan with a brighter purple. This is definitely a lot darker. Even the skin is a bit on the darker side than what you get originally. The yellow is much more yellow on the original, while this is more of a skin tone on this Piccolo. Eyes, I would say, are a little bit better done as well. And the ears actually are a little bit pointier on the newer one. I also say he's a little more muscular than what this Piccolo. This guy kind of reminds me a lot more of Saiyan Saga than what we saw later on, like with Cell and even like the Super. Which, for his accessories, you'll see he's already got his pointy finger for a special beam cannon. He's got a clench vest. He's got this yelling head. And actually, I have to get all the other accessories out. Because one thing I want to show you guys is with a lot of these figures with a bunch of accessories, I tend to have these tackle boxes around. You'll see I separate the parts out between each of them. Although Launch's head kind of got out of her little area. There we go. So this is the actual Piccolo. This is the regular one. So I'm just going to start pulling out his parts. What we get looks like angry hand or graspy hand. Can't fat finger the other parts out. Hey, look, we found a head. It's Piccolo with a smirk, which looks really nice. Another one. We got angry face Piccolo. Ron Piccolo. Other grippy hand. Open hand primarily for beams. Opposite opening hand. You also notice they have the black for the nails. Another head. Just standard grumpy Piccolo face. Keep wanting to go for the other one. And is that it? Oh, Piccolo's other clenched fist ended up in with the Android 18 stuff. So I'll just let that hang out here for now. But for a lot of the stuff, they tend to end up going in these. I don't really have them marked because I kind of just have a stack and I'll just go through it whenever I need to grab stuff for a video. Except for the Monster Arts, they actually have a big tackle box that has the stuff separated in those. And I probably should have kept a head around to show you guys how to swap them out. But it's pretty easy. You just grab at the base of the head. There's the ball joint. Pop it back on. Super simple. Same with the hands, more or less. Grab at the base of the wrist, base of the hand, pull it apart. Repeat process to put it back together. And then for the detailing, kind of like I mentioned with it, it's just a bit more muscular than what you get with some of the older releases of Piccolo. With the skin-colored bicep, arm, pad things. Got the green lining for the arms, which stop at the hands, which are solid colors. Same with the chest. Then for the most part, just a lot of purple, a lot of folding fabric. Same with on the back here too. He's got the red wrapping around the waist. And then more solid. Actually, like, those look more like legit shoes without laces. While you can see with this one, he's got the more like elf pointy shoes, which is more what I remember from Z. These actually look a bit more function over form, if you will. For its articulation, one thing that's kind of annoying is this arm. Which, it's nice because you can get them very far forward. And from the front, that looks acceptable, even though it's really far out. But from the back, it's so hard to try to adjust this little purple thing to make it look like it's sitting in here right. It's pretty much you just got to like shift the arm and then you kind of adjust accordingly. But I will say, this Piccolo figure in particular looks a lot better from the front than trying to angle them from the sides, depending on the positioning. Like if you're going for punching dynamic poses, it does the trick from the front and even at certain angles. But for the most part, unless he's like taking a blast with his arms back or something, from the back it's not going to look quite as well. But a lot of range of motion there. Head can look up about that far. Also a huge Adam's apple. Down about that far. Head can rotate all the way around. Do be wary of the antennas on the top here, as I can see those breaking. He's also technically got articulation at the neck here too, which is on a ball joint, so you can rotate that. Rotation at the chest. Can do a really nice lean back. Does make a bit of a gap though. Forward about that far. Legs can full split. Inwards about that far. Really nice forward kick. Can kick the upper back of his shoulder. Then rotation at the top of the thigh. Double jointed knee. Feet can rotate forward and back, side to side. Articulation at the toes. Arm is on a double joint. Only goes about that far though, but straightens up really nice. Rotation at the bicep. Rotation at the hand. Can wiggle a bit. I forgot to turn off the notifications again for the phone. God bless it. It's like every time I do these videos, even after the last one, I just did the Ronin review and it went off. And I was like, sweet, I'll fix that before I start the video. And then I just start another video and then it's still just doing same issues. Anyways, final thoughts. This figure's cool. Also, I just royally jacked up the placement of that shoulder. This guy also, too, what's nice for him being a Figuarts, you can find this guy at about $35, which seems like a steal for the extra accessories. Would have been kind of sweet to have a beam. Yeah, especially like with this guy with the special beam can, or even just having an effects piece for the finger, so you get a little bit more posing options. Would have been cool. At the price point, though, I think it's a bit forgivable, especially with all its articulation, the extra hands, and you get quite a bit of heads with this guy, too. So if you guys like Piccolo, definitely recommend grabbing him. Even if you have an older release of Piccolo, it's still a really solid addition. Like I said, my only real major nitpick is just the shoulder area here, but for the most part, everything else, really solid. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. I've also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with channel donate. We greatly appreciate it. Also, not mention again, if you guys would like to pick this guy out, link description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and get yourself a sweet collectible. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.